You might like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but here's a bunch of people who hated it. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is an innovator movie in cinema's industry, but despite its originality, this movie suffers from a predictable narrative and boredom. It's an innovative movie in cinema history, but you know, it's predictable and boring. That makes sense, right? It's like, I'll have the diet burger. Just as confusing.
While homesick from school one day, a 12-year-old with no sense of humor saw half an episode of Bugs Bunny and a trailer for The Big Sleep and had a brilliant idea. One of the most annoying movies I've seen in a good while. I don't get how you can go to all the trouble of making a loving tribute to Looney Tunes cartoons and film noir while so fundamentally misunderstanding what makes them work. I don't really see this as a tribute to either of those things. I see it more as a satire. Or maybe even a parody, if you had to go stretch it a little bit. But not so much a tribute. It's kind of a weird take on this. What a wonderful way to honor Bugs Bunny.
Worst movie ever. If you have a big family with small children, this is a terrible movie to watch. I do not recommend it for children under 10 or if you are sensitive to sad and unfair moments in a movie. I do not recommend this to anybody. From an 8-year-old. Are you writing your 8-year-old's review for him? Or her? I don't know. Sensitive to sad and unfair moments in a movie. Yeah, you know, the thing that's in every movie. So don't watch movies, or read books, or listen to radio broadcasts, or watch any news. Crying in the corner seems fine. I don't know what the f you want out of this world.
This fictional movie's not fair. Yeah? Well, fictional life isn't fair. Movie is very forgettable. This is the last movie I would think you would call forgettable. This is a weird-ass movie. If you forgot this movie, that's just weird. That doesn't make any sense at all. Plus, have you ever been around anyone on Halloween? There's at least one Jessica Rabbit. You at least remembered that, I'm sure. I don't care who you are.
98% seems pretty overrated. This is possibly one of my least favorite films. Not much eye candy here. So you just need Striptease? Is that your favorite movie ever? Or, I don't know, Vanilla Sky? If you are as perverted as I assume you are, what about Jessica Rabbit? Or, you know, hentai?
Sundays are now family Disney nights until we are at WDW. First of 6 weeks, this one. Ethan was delighted that something rated PG was full of swears. Well, you know what? This was before PG-13 existed, and your kid's probably awesome.
You should also show him Airplane. That's a PG movie. With tatas. Bouncy, unanimated ones. It's one of the reasons why there's a PG-13 now. You know this is one of those nostalgia movies. 2.5 stars.
All I remember from this movie is that one lady with the big boobs and long, tight, skimpy red dress. Shrugs. Not my fault. There's a hashtag that does not need to start. Hashtag not my fault. Nope.
I can't remember what it was like, but I really don't like it that much. I added the question mark onto the end of that one.
A kids movie inappropriate for kids. Or is it a kids movie? Who said it was a kids movie? Just because there's animated things in there? Plus, PG means parental guidance. It means that you decide whether or not you should see it with your kid. Nowhere on this thing did it say, this is for children. So I don't know how to help you. Maybe don't have kids. If you have kids, it's too late. Just return them. Make sure you rewind first.
That gives Be Kind Rewind a whole better meaning. Can't remember it. It must not have been that good. Why the f are you writing this? I mean, if everybody did that, this place would just go to I guess it kind of is.
I hate that people do reviews on something they have no idea what they're talking about. Like if either of us, you know, went on to Sports Center and just started talking, like, about football. He slammed into that guy pretty good. That is all. Doesn't live up to its overstuffed hype, and the only reason the rating isn't lower is because of the innovation of filming technique. The plot and characters were dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. They made me filled with dread. What an intense word. I can appreciate the fact that you appreciated it its innovation and that it was incredibly hard for them to do and amazing. And whether or not you liked it doesn't, it's okay. But dreadful? Dreadful. Okay.
Loved this movie when I was a kid, but now I find it distasteful. Well, haven't you grown up to just be the SJW that everybody hates? Not the good kinds, because there are good ones, aka Megan Tonjes. This is a good one. You are just finding everything to be offended by and feel like offense gives you cancer. And all it does is make you offended.
A very immature movie. Based on your spelling of immature, I'm assuming you loved it. Stupid, stupid, stupid! If you say it 3 times, that means something stupid shows up.
Like Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Except all that showed up was us.
Yeah.
Damn it. Thrilling at the time for its use of cartoons and live action all bunched up in the same film, Roger Rabbit ages badly. Quite frankly, we do this much better now, and the flimsy plot doesn't allow this to stand the test of time. I mean, the fact that it's like hand-drawn animation and not CG makes it stand the test of time because it doesn't look like everything that's done now, but still looks good. It's literally what everyone else is trying to do, except it's hand-drawn. And what's this flimsy plot situation? Like, it's really not that flimsy. It's actually a pretty common plot. It's actually similar to like Pixar movies, which you're probably just creaming in your jeans about and think stands the test of time.
Should be a kid's movie, but was obviously done for adults. You're right. Sausage Party is not a show for kids. It's for adults. Family Guy, American Dad, Simpsons, borderline. Why should it be a kids movie? One good reason why it needs to be a kids movie, other than, oh no, that's cartoons in it.
This cartoon woman is way too busty. Yeah, that cartoon was unrealistic. Also, why are you busty women shaming, you know? They exist. There's like 100 different BuzzFeed episodes about how, like, the problems that they go through. So they must be around somewhere, so stop being a dick.
Yuck! What a horrible film. The first bit wasn't bad, but the rest was a crazy spinning top of confusion and stupidity. I literally stomped out of the room halfway through and watched something else. Buena Vista, what were you thinking? Stomped out of...
This movie was stupid and immature, so I threw a tantrum. My friends love this movie. I think it is retarded, and therefore I think all my friends are, and therefore I was lying about the friends.
Maybe it's because I was suffering from a lethal food poisoning, but I could not stomach how annoying this movie was. 569. I don't know what that means. Can you enjoy anything when you have food poisoning, other than the sweet embrace of death?
I was trying to have sex, but this whole time there was a knife in my side, and I just couldn't enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it. Also, down in the comments, we would love to hear what you think of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and what do you think of these dumbass reviews. And until we see you guys next time, geek out and game on.